Go ahead.
My name is Alex Anderson. The prison industrial complex. How is that as an industry? It is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It reaches from Maine to San Diego, two extremes of the East and the West Coast. Disproportionately people of color, but more importantly, it is a class issue that continues to take and make a product from which jobs and opportunity are not allowed, and create its own industry for which human labor becomes the byproduct. Unfortunately, I don't know that many of us really understand what the prison industrial complex really is and how it operates. But I'll just give a simple example of how it doesn't work. The same cost that we take to imprison a man or woman is 10 times the cost, on average, that we do to educate a boy or a girl. Now, if you take that same intent and spread over the next 12 years, it becomes very aggressive that you will see a spiraling down effect of what looks like opportunity turned into demise. Why would we do that? Because you have an entire ecosystem that's fed by incarceration. Starting at the very top. Judges, prosecutors, lawyers, moving through down to all the services that support that. Construction of the buildings, maintenance of the buildings, materials to build the buildings, the labor to support the buildings. And larger than that is the system in and of itself. So, multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's moving to the private side. I don't think many of us understand what it means when we say we privatize our prisons. It simply means this. There is an economic return in the form of a dividend or a yield given to people as investors to continue to support the system. That's what privatization does. On the public side, it means that we simply continue to take our tax dollars and support a system that incarcerates folks largely from behavior, not from an actual crime. An example of what that means is we go back to putting people in jail or in prison because they have a chemical dependency problem, drugs and alcohol. Not necessarily, as I speak about, for those who commit crimes under the influence of it, but actually being incarcerated because they're using it. These things are just unsustainable models. But this is largely what the prison industrial complex is about today. With the fundamental breakdown of the community, the interconnectivity that comes from having a family, you become an easy prey and not having any true direction. The lack of direction, therefore, allows there to be very little hope, because you're aimlessly walking and going through with no real understanding of what you're going through, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. If we were to galvanize and understand what it takes, what it means, and what to be as one, as a community, we won't see each other as competition, we'll see each other as family, compadres. And in the aftermath of slavery, these things are very notable post-slave traumatic syndrome. These are real phenomenons in terms of how we see each other. Best case scenario, we move to a place where we don't have these issues anymore. And we begin to see each other as family. We begin to treat each other as family. And we become family. This is necessary to heal, to grow, and to prosper. With these things being absent, we'll continue to be crabs in the barrel, bringing each other down, holding on for what we think is dear life, and in fact we're taking our own lives. The disparities are glaring. We are a village. We are a disconnected village, but we are a village. And at the end, in order for us to thrive, in order for us to be a thriving community, we need to connect. I am Alex Anderson. I belong to the village.